here and welcome to today's yoga workout. So we've got a 10-minute yoga workout just to gently get your body moving and get you set up for the rest of the day. So we're going to start in a cross-legged position, shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, and we're going to breathe in and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We're going to take one arm up, breathing in, and then gently leaning over to the side. Make sure that butt cheek stays on the floor. If it feels okay in your neck, looking up into the eye of the elbow. So right hand up, right butt cheek on the floor, coming back to center, breathing in, and then breathing out. So left hand up, looking into the eye of the elbow if you can, and keeping that left butt cheek on the floor. Coming back in. Okay, right hand in front, left hand behind, sit up nice and tall. Imagine someone's pulling you up from the crown of your head, breathing in, and then gently breathe out and let that shoulder open up. Turn into where feels comfortable. Make sure you don't over twist. And then look to the front, coming round. Other hand in front and behind, sitting up nice and tall, breathing in. And then just breathe out and let that shoulder open up. And just enjoy a couple of breaths here. And then look to the front and come round. Okay, so just give yourself a little bit of a wiggle. And you're going to take your arms out to the side. And just imagine the middle finger really reaching out as far as you can. We're just going to hold this. Now we're going to do some shoulder circles forwards. And then backwards. And then relaxing down to the floor. And again, shake those shoulders out. We're going to go into some half neck circles. So we're just taking it down and to the side, we're not going backwards. Just slow and controlled. And you're going to look over your left shoulder, over your right, over your left, over your right. And then gently let your left ear come down to your shoulder. If you want to gently apply a little bit of pressure, you can. And then put the hand on the back and kind of let your head go back, and you'll see that that stretch changes. Okay, shake that out. Other side. So focus on your ear coming down to the shoulder. So ear comes down. If you want to deepen that, just gently apply a tiny bit of pressure, but be careful not too much. And now kind of move the hand to the back and let your head go into the back of your palm. And you see how that changes that stretch. And for me that feels a really nice stretch, definitely something I need to do. Okay, so now we're going to move on to all fours. So onto all fours, abs pulled in. We're going to pull our chest away from our hips and really lengthen that spine, and then we're going to curl up one vertebrae at a time. And again, breathe it in. Okay, back to neutral. Take one of your feet behind, so I've got my left, it might be your right, whatever feels better. Take it behind and then draw the arm forward, and you may wish just to stay here. If you want a little bit more, try and lift them both up and really reach. So my right arm is reaching one way, my left arm is reaching the other way. I'm really trying to reach and lengthen, and then palm and knee back down to the floor. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So the leg goes back. That might be okay, this might be all you want to do. Arm goes forward, and again, okay to stay here. If you want some more, you can lift one leg up, or just lift the hand up, or join me and do both. Really lengthen. So my hand is reaching one way, my foot's reaching the other way. and then back down to the floor. Okay, from here we're going to take it into puppy pose. So take your hands out, walk your hands out, bring them slightly together and let your forehead come down onto the floor, and just hold it here for a couple of breaths. And then walk yourself back, and then we're going to take it into child's pose. So let your feet come together, your knees apart, and sit your butt back onto your ankles, hands come out. And we're just going to take it for a couple of breaths here, breathing in. So breathe in through your nose, and then relaxing, breathing out. And again, breathing in. Okay, then you're going to walk your hands round to one side and try and relax down into that child's pose, looking to the side. So you're going to feel that down one side of your back. So into your lats down here, and when I go to the other side I'm going to feel it here. So I'm going to take it back into child's pose and then round to the side. And then back to child's pose, hands going back. This time I'm going to tuck my toes under, going to lift my tail up to the ceiling and push through with my hands. So we're taking it into downward dog but with bent legs, and then gradually straightening those legs, trying to take those heels to the floor if that feels okay. And then we're going to pedal one foot, the other foot, and again, and again, and then back to downward dog, and then curling out into plank. And we're going to hold it for a couple of breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your knees down to the floor, and we're going to take it down to the floor. Extend our legs, adjust our arms, breathing in, really lengthening, and into a cobra. Coming back down, knees on the floor, pushing up with your arms, and then walking your legs forwards, crossing your legs at the back. We're going to come and sit down onto our butt. We're going to take the legs forwards, sitting up nice and tall. So what you might want to do is kind of pull your butt cheeks back to help you sit up nice and tall. Shoulders back, and we're just going to sit and hold it here for a couple of breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, and then we're going to walk our hands forwards and forwards, and just take it to where is comfortable in this seated pose. So this is about as far as I can go. So I'm just going to relax and just hold it here and focus on breathing and enjoying this position and enjoying that stretch. And then coming back. And then I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to lie onto the floor. So we're going to start in our constructive rest position. So heels on the floor, but let your legs, your knees turn together. And we're just going to hold it here. And this will force you to kind of make an imprint in the ground. Okay, and then adjusting so our feet are now parallel, and we're going to imprint and then come up into a bridge, and we're going to hold. If you want to some more of that, you can move the arms under, you can even try and clasp the hands, and then curling down one vertebrae at a time. Okay, so straighten the legs, bring in one leg, give it a hug, and you're going to take the same arm out to the side. I'm a little bit stuck here because of the sofa, and I'm going to roll over, and you're going to see, just take it to where it's comfortable in this twisting position. So if you can't get your knee down to the floor, that's fine. And if you can't get your shoulder and arm onto the floor, that's fine. coming back in, changing. So other leg comes in. So same arm as leg onto the floor. Try and see if you can keep that shoulder on the floor. I'm going to look along that arm and let the leg drop to the other side. So I get a gentle spinal twist. And you just take it to where is comfortable. Okay, coming back in, bring both knees together, give them a little bit of hug and a little bit of a circle, so gentle massage for your back, and then the other way. And then take your legs apart and the same thing, so we're going to circle outwards with those knees. And then reverse it, so circling inwards. Going to take it into happy baby pose. So legs come wide, soles of your feet parallel facing the ceiling. Grab the outside of your foot, knees come onto the inside of your arms, and this is our happy baby pose. What I like to do is, rather than just holding this, I like to kind of move. So a lot of these yoga poses for me, rather than just holding them statically, I like kind of moving through them and feeling them, and that kind of helps you to adjust the pose. Okay, and then back to center. So feet on the floor, you're going to put one leg on top. So this might be all you want to do, and this might feel okay. If you want to deepen it, you can lift that foot off the floor. So you're going to feel this in your glutes and your butt. And then if you want to deepen this, thread the same arm as leg that's bent on the knee through that gap and grab either your shin or around the back of your leg. I like grabbing the shin because it deepens it. But again, it depends how tight you are and how used to doing the stretch you are. And then what I quite like doing for me is I'll lift my head forward and I'll bring that knee forwards, and then keeping it there, I'll let my head go back, and that deepens the stretch. And all the while, I'm trying to get some movement in this leg, in the hip. So I'm trying to open it out. Okay, changing. So other leg is going to come on top. So for me, it's my left leg on top of my right. And then, so you may want to stay here. If you want to some more with that stretch, just taking a foot off the floor, you'll feel that stretch. And then I'm going to take my left hand, thread it between the hole that my legs have created, and I can grab the back of my leg or the top of my shin, and I'm really going to feel that stretch here in the glutes and the outside of that hip. And what I can try and do is focus on sort of opening up that hip as well. And then I'm going to intensify it by looking up, bringing my head forward, bringing this knee forwards, holding that, and then letting my head come down. Okay, knees come back together, give them a hug and squeeze. We're going to do some little rolls, rocks. So you're going to come up and come down, coming up, coming down. So just rolling through that spine. Okay, and then back here, holding those knees, giving them a hug, giving your lower back another massage. And then the other way. And then we're going to finish in Savasana in our final pose, in corpse pose. So extend the legs, get somewhere that's comfy, extend the arms, open up those palms, close your eyes, and just breathe in, breathe out. And as you breathe out, just melt into the floor. And I want you to work from your feet, from your toes to your heels, and let them melt and relax into the floor. Feel the back of your calf, back of your legs, back of your thighs, your hamstrings, your calves, relaxing and melting into that floor. Feel your butt, your glutes, relaxing and melting away. And then go through your back, starting with your lower back, moving all the way up to your upper back, to the back of your shoulders. Feel them supported and melting into the floor. Feel the back of your arms, back of your hands, your fingers touching the floor and just relaxing and melting away. And then your head supported by the floor and relaxing. And just breathing in, breathing out. And you can stay in this pose for as long as you like.